As OBs, MFMs, and labor and delivery nurses, we have the privilege and honor of opening some of the happiest doors found in a hospital setting. We unfortunately also carry the weight and responsibility to open some of the saddest. It's a scene most of us know, the room at the end of the hall marked by a symbol on the door representing loss. Some of us know what lies behind this door, and to others, the scene is foreign, unknown, and intimidating. Whether you are seasoned to this environment or newly crossing such a threshold, may this video give you a brief overview to help you walk through those doors with confidence, while ensuring the family on the other side is met with grace. Prior to entering the room, study the mom's chart. Is this loss her first, or has she had many? Is she single or married? Is dad or a partner in the room as well? Do they have any living children? Questions like this can help you avoid a multitude of potentially triggering or hurtful statements. When talking to the parents, get on their level. Make sure what you say is simple. Explain the process of what is going to happen, one thing at a time. Let your energy match theirs. They are most likely in a state of shock and cannot absorb too much information at once. If the baby has a name, know what it is and use it. This is not a room for medical terminology. Please never say fetus, fetal demise, or anything along those lines when in the family's presence. Remember, if you wouldn't refer to a living baby with those words, never refer to a past baby with them. Make sure, if baby is not being held, that they are in a cuddle cot or other cooling device to minimize body changes. This should be protocol, and leaving the decision up to the parents is overwhelming and unnecessary. If possible, wrap the baby in a warm blanket when the baby is taken out. This will ease the initial feeling of a cold child pressed against the parent. Speak about the baby in present tense. This is the difference between saying, "She is beautiful," versus, "She was beautiful." Also consider talking to the baby. You could say things like, "Hello, sweet girl," "Happy birthday, sweet boy." Humanize the child, because that is exactly what they are, and they should be treated as such. A good rule of thumb is to treat the baby no differently than you would any other newborn in your care. So talk to them, wrap them in blankets, be respectful of their body. Compliment mom and dad on their features. Say things like, "Her eyelashes are so beautiful," or "He has his daddy's lips." And if dad or a partner is in the room, don't forget about them. Please make sure they are being supported as well. Never try to fix the unfixable. For the death of a child is a situation words cannot mend. Never attempt to justify or rationalize their loss. Rather, affirm it. Validate its magnitude regardless of gestation. Avoid any "at least" or "but" statements. So comments like, "At least you can try again," or "At least you still have living children," should always be avoided. Encourage the family to spend time with their child. Their moments together are precious but fleeting and should never be rushed. Encourage them to take pictures, make keepsakes, or give baby a bath. Ask if they want to dress their child in a special outfit or bring siblings and grandparents in to say hello. Encourage these things because they can often feel foreign, and sometimes even wrong, to a family that is not familiar with death. They can only have one opportunity to make memories and capture tangible pieces of their child's life. That moment is right now with you. When doing keepsakes, make sure to be as gentle as possible. Baby's body is often immensely fragile, so if something requires you to push relatively hard, like getting a mold, or put them in a strained position, like getting a cast, please consider doing it in another room or out of parents' sight. Make sure to clean off any paint or ink you may have used before you give the baby back to his or her parents. It's okay to show emotion, so please don't save your tears for the hallway. Oftentimes, it's refreshing for the family to see that their loss has affected you. As the parents near discharge, keep in mind that saying goodbye is practically unbearable. Realize the heaviness and anxiety of the moment. Do not rush this. If possible, have the parents leave the baby with a trusted person prior to the morgue arriving. That may be a friend, a grandparent, an aunt, or that may be you. Recommend that the parents do not drive home on their own, but find a family member or friend to give them a ride. When exiting the room, be aware of other expectant moms and new babies in the hallway. If possible, work with your team and create a brief pocket of time where they won't have to see others with what they just lost. And finally, always remember, this is hard on you too. What you are doing is without value, but you must take care of yourself. Make sure to use the time, tools, and community available to you to process and work through your emotions. Know the value of your work. When your shift is over, you will have forever impacted a family's life. For you are not just their caregiver, but one of the only people to have known and held their child. That is a great honor and responsibility to hold. Never forget, you will always matter to that family, and your impact will last far longer than the amount of time you were able to care for them. From our team to yours, thank you for being such a bright light in such a dark time.